I didn't realise I pressed that.
You pressed it, yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Morning. Okay, so what's today's topic?
Well, it's Friday.
Ooh, Friday.
Time to reflect. Time to plan.
Okay.
Question is, did you hit all your targets? Did you do everything you wanted to do this week?
Ooh, good one.
And
good one.
I want today's topic. I was going to say target then. Today's topic to be productivity. So, were you productive? Are you productive? How do you be productive? Go.
Jolly good. Cool. Well, we've been productive today.
We have, yeah.
Up at 5:30.
I feel like I've done a full day's work.
It's great though. It's great. Up at 5:30. Where does breakfast?
We had what?
You see, Sarah's got this little thing. Well, now I've got this little thing, and obviously it's come from my mum because my dad picks her up on it all the time. So, for example, right then I said we had us breakfast. It's a Yorkshire thing, rather than saying we had our breakfast. Okay, yeah, must try harder. So we got up at 5:30. We had bloody hell. We had us breakfast. We had our breakfast at 5:30.
Really healthy and nutritional breakfast it was as well.
It was. We did his emails.
His emails.
You're gonna make me swear in a moment. We did our emails. Well, I did.
I didn't.
Sarah just sat there with her head on the table. Oh, I'm sorry. We then did his tasks.
Those tasks.
For the day, and we then did his exercise. Our exercises. We did our exercises, and we had a bit of fun as well.
Weirdo.
It's true.
Weirdo.
You weren't saying that.
You're an idiot.
Too much. It's a PGE. It's not a PG. 18.
Idiot.
So yeah, and then we had this morning shower. Yeah, it's been a productive morning.
Meditated.
Well, yeah, sorry, yeah, we did his meditation this morning.
His meditation.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not really. I just keep saying it. We did our meditation, 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
It's a new one I found actually. I found it yesterday called Zen 12. I think that I can't remember the website. If you just Google Zen 12, I think that it's $87 for like a full 12-month meditation package, if you like. But it was pretty cool. And it talks about brain waves and frequencies, and it gets into it. It's probably a load of flannel really, but it was quite good. I enjoyed it.
I like the bit where it told you to get a stick and write in the sand. I can't remember what number it was now, 377 or something.
Something like that.
And then watch the waves wash over it. That was quite cool.
Yeah. So anyway, what we're going to talk about is productivity. So I think the thing what I want to say really before that is that it is Friday. You've got, well, what time is it now? 8 a.m. just after?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 8 hours today.
You're back onto your 8 hours, aren't you?
Yeah, but you've got 8 hours to really make it work. And this is something that we've said time and time again, isn't it? You know, if you haven't done anything amazing in the week, don't think about getting the weekend off. You need to be looking at continuing your work efforts through into the weekend to get to where you need to be. So in terms of productivity, what have you got in mind?
What have I got in mind?
Yeah, it's your topic. What have you got in mind?
I want your hints and tips on how to be productive.
Okay, get shit done.
Language.
Get stuff done. No, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Is there's loads of things that you can do to be more productive, and if you Google it, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different tips. I think that what you've got to really kind of focus on is activities that's going to be productive. So we waste too much time on email.
I hate emails.
We waste too much time in meetings. We waste too much time on social media.
I like that.
Yeah, but it depends on where you go. I mean, Facebook's just a pain in the back end now, isn't it? Because it just chokes everything up, proper strangles your feeds. So unless you start
And it zaps your time as well. If you're having a social media marketing campaign, you need to stick to it. You need to have, what do you want to get out of it? What's your aim? Is it just to play on Facebook and chat with your mates? Because that's
I think unless you've actually got a specific campaign, then all you are doing is playing on Facebook.
Yeah.
You need to have specific targets. But I was reading something really interesting, and it was talking about when your energy levels are high, when your energy levels are low, what kind of things that you need to be focusing on. And it says that your mind is at its peak between 2.5 to 4 hours after you wake up. So,
and how long does it say it's peak for?
It depends who you are.
5 seconds.
Yeah, so that's it, you're done. Go and have another nap. But no, it says that you peak 2.5 to 4 hours after you've actually woke up. So if you're going to work, going to your office, and the first thing you're doing is all the menial stuff, you're not actually using you're not using your capabilities to its full potential.
Makes sense.
So things like having meetings or conference calls first thing in the morning is actually just a waste of time. Because it's not a waste of time, but
I suppose it depends.
It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time.
I suppose it depends what the conference call's about. Because if it is like a proper power session where you're trying to be creative and come up with solutions, then it may be a good time to have one. But if it's just to kind of catch up how everyone's getting on and blah blah blah,
which
then,
most of the time it is.
Oh yes.
But that's the thing. And then it was saying, like, when you like all the busy stuff, do the busy stuff when your energy levels are low. So you don't have to be really energetic to get things done. You just stay busy. Get a body double. So it was saying, although you might have somebody what's going to be with you, maybe a distraction, but they help you stay on task as well. So they keep you working. Although there may be a slight distraction, they actually have more benefits than the distraction is. Like being there, they're making you work harder and keeping you focused and stuff like that as well, which is cool. So productivity is all down to how well you plan yourself. How well you're planning.
That's what it all boils down to, isn't it?
Everything's about planning, yeah. Everything's about planning. Now, I went to a breakfast meeting yesterday morning, and if you've never been to a breakfast meeting, you definitely need to, because they're a phenomenal way to get business, to meet people, and grow your network. And there's a great saying, and I just think it's wonderful. It really explains a lot. But the saying is, your network is your net worth, which is pretty cool. But business networking is really good. And I was saying to them yesterday about what we're talking about here. Productivity.
You're at your peak right now.
I'm at my peak right
worrying.
now. Yeah. Oh. But to be fair, we've been up since 5:30, so that 5 seconds is nearly up. But now, I don't even know what we're saying. What we're saying?
Productivity.
Yeah, productivity. Breakfast meetings.
I was saying to them yesterday.
What was I saying to them?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I've no idea.
This isn't one of your better videos.
It's Friday. See your excuse.
Excuse below the line.
Get it up there. But no, anyway, business breakfast, oh, you see what you've done to me now? Look, I'm just
done it to yourself.
I'm a quivering wreck. No, but breakfast networking is really good. You should definitely do it. But when it comes back to productivity, that's what I was saying to breakfast. Yeah.
Just get on with it.
It's like when 2007 came round, when the recession really got hard on people, the ones that kind of felt it the hardest were the ones that were unprepared. And this is what I was saying to him yesterday when I stood up and I was speaking to him, is that unless you're really prepared, unless you've got a very clear idea in terms of where you're going, what you're doing and how you're doing it, not necessarily how you're doing it, but certainly a good plan, then the market will discipline you very hard, very hard. So when it comes to productivity, it's all about having a plan. It's about having a list. It's about working your way through that list, but not allowing yourself to be distracted. So it's definitely worthwhile getting a schedule. Do you know, like what we've done this morning, up at 5:30, we knew that that's what we were going to be doing. 5:30 this morning. We knew that we were going to be having his breakfast at 5:30. Our breakfast at 5:30. We knew that we were going to be answering emails, looking at emails after our breakfast. We knew that we were going to be doing exercise this morning. We knew that we were going to do meditation this morning. We knew a morning schedule. And you need to do the same for your days, you know. Have a schedule. Don't find yourself getting lost in emails. Don't find yourself spending too much time on social media. And just stay committed to these tasks. Yeah. And that way your productivity will make a big difference. Meetings, a lot of the time you're having meetings just for the sake of having meetings. So a lot of the stuff you talk about in emails, a lot of stuff you talk about in meetings, you could do it in a couple of paragraphs in an email.
Yeah.
So don't waste time going to meetings just for the sake of having meetings. Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to, isn't it? Productivity is planning again. Everything comes back to planning. If you plan what you're going to be productive on, really clearly think, what am I going to get the most out of, and stick to it.
Cool. Is that your final thought?
Yeah, that'll be my final thought.
Jolly good. Cool. Well, guys, be more productive. Stop playing on Facebook. Don't spend as much time on emails, and your productivity will. And don't waste your time going to too many meetings. Well, actually, in fact, we'll do a video, maybe not tomorrow, but at some stage, talking about how to make sure you're doing great meetings based on a traffic light system. Cool. It's pretty cool, actually. Red, amber, and green.
Excellent. Right. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, John.
Bye.
Goodbye.